So one thing I notice about HVAC technicians that anytime, it doesn't matter who it is, anytime an HVAC technician comes up on another job and they examine and look at what has been done on the job site, whether it be stuff related to the air handler or stuff related to the outside condenser, it doesn't matter what HVAC tech it is, they're always throwing shade at the last guy that came and did work on that unit. Do you guys notice this? I noticed this. Now I don't know if it's just something that the YouTubers do, but let's say you weren't on YouTube. Let's say you were just showing up at a job site and you didn't do YouTube videos. Would you talk about and complain about something that somebody did that you may think is wrong? No. Well, yeah, you probably wouldn't because you're not on YouTube. But I love how these YouTubers, and you know, I probably do the same thing. If I'm videotaping myself for YouTube on my channel, yeah, I would make reference to something that could be wrong, but really what you may think is wrong probably didn't, the guy that was before you probably didn't think it was wrong. But I just noticed something that happens everywhere on YouTube with these service repair technicians, and I'm not trying to throw shade on them. I'm not trying to, you know, this ain't really a rant. This is just an observation. Is that usually when a service tech comes on a job and examines what the customer or what the homeowner has, they're always saying stuff like, oh, look at that, that shouldn't have been like that. Oh, look at this shouldn't have been like that. The bottom line, guys, is everybody has their own way of doing things. Now, some people are just not anal like other people are. Some people are just not, I would like to think that most, if not all, technicians, HVAC technicians, have some sort of common sense. So like if you see a wire hanging or something, you're going to want to zip tie it up. If you don't do something like that, then you're just not the type of person that is basically wanting to take care of the customer no matter what it takes. I mean, an extra zip tie isn't going to cost you a lot of money. An extra couple of minutes out of your way isn't going to cost you a lot of money. Or let's say you come across a condenser and somebody takes the shroud off the fan condenser, you know, like you see here in this video, or in this picture. There was probably a good reason why the shroud was taken off. It could have blew off. The homeowner could have said the hell with it and threw it in the garbage and got rid of it. I mean, a number of things could have happened, but for technicians to come up on jobs and just start nitpicking things here and there, there was, now in a video that Pipe Doctor did the other day, we saw a line set that was pretty much installed wrong, coming down the side of a house, going around the side of a house, something like that. Yeah, is a major issue, is a major deal. And yes, I believe something like that should be pointed out and discussed and shown to other YouTubers. But for other HVAC technicians that are just nitpicking about wires or real small things, or maybe a condenser, a condensate drain maybe is not placed in the right position. It should have been a little lower, or it should have been a little higher. I think stuff like that is kind of shady. I think mentioning things like that are kind of shady. Or maybe a zip tie wasn't put on. Look, you just come up to the job site and you do your best performance. You perform well for the customer pays you. you provide a good service to the customer. You treat the customer with a professional attitude and customer service, which I believe is the number one priority. And you can retain and gain your customers just with that alone. Not looking to rip them off, looking to treat them with respect like you would want to be treated. You know, not going into their house and saying stuff looks queer, and you know, I just, some of the stuff that I see here on YouTube, I just can't believe. I can't believe. And for some HVAC technicians to go and throw shade on little stuff, and you know, and most of the time we don't hear anybody reference any other business names or nothing like that, which is good. But to come up on these job sites and look around and say, oh, this is wrong, they did that wrong, and come on, because there's probably a lot of people doing the same thing about your work as well. So just remember that. There's a lot of people that are going around and they're saying, coming after your job, or coming to the customer's residence to see what you did, and they're probably pointing stuff out that you did wrong, is what I mean. So to throw shade on other technicians in the trade, I just don't think it's right. If you could spend another couple of minutes fixing something, or putting something on, or taking something off, or cleaning a coil that only takes you maybe 5 minutes to do it. You know, don't complain about it. Don't throw shade. Don't say, well, I don't have no time for this. You're already charging the customer, you know, a lot of money to be there, and you don't want to take the extra time to do an extra thing for the customer. That's just not right. It's all about gaining and retaining the customers. Okay? So I hope this video was interesting. I hope you guys learned a little bit. It's all about the customer. It's the little things that mean a lot. And even if I'm out there repairing something for somebody and I see, you know, if I see a wire that's hanging that shouldn't be hanging, I'm going to take the time and tie it up for them. I'm going to take the time to fix something that they may not see, or they may not realize could be an issue down the road. I'm not going to say, well, I got to come back another call and do it next time. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. And that's how the service should be. All right, guys, peace out.